Come on, hip, hip. Hello everyone, welcome to another day in the life video. We are finished calving. Our last cow calved on the 22nd of April. So happy with that. Leaves a bit of a gap before breeding season. We'll be starting breeding on the 1st of May. So that's this weekend. So getting all busy again soon. Last 2 cows to calve, we actually let them out into one of the small paddocks that the calves were in. And we just let them calve out there. So that worked out well. So what we do for getting in the second mob, we put them behind the backing gate, just to keep them separate. So when I get all the other cows in and I lock the gate, I usually ring whoever is milking, and then they don't even have to answer their phone. They'll know when they're milking, and when their phone starts ringing, it's generally the person who's brought the cows in is ringing them, and they just click the button for the backing gate. Once the backing gate is moving, I hang up so they don't have to answer. The last few mornings I've been in the parlour cutting tails, trimming up tails, just after I get all the other cows in, but Joan's gone doing that there now, so I'm going to get going on fertilizer because I have to do a second round of fertilizer on the silage ground. So our silage ground got 2 bags of 18612, which is about 45 kilos of nitrogen or so per hectare. So that got that a little while ago, and I'm going to be going out with urea now. Some of the ground got slurry in that beforehand, so I'll be going out with a lower rate of urea, and some of the ones that didn't, I'll go out with a bit higher. Bit of traffic this morning. That is cool. That is very cool. I love it. I love it. Sorry. So in my last video I was asking, did anybody know what this switch does? This leveling. I knew it had something to do with leveling in the bucket. I have the forks on now, but if I have the switch on. If I tip the bucket down at the forks, and now I'm just going to click the handle, and it stays like that, see? And it leveled it. I'll do it again so you can see from here. That is sick. So what I'm going to be spreading here is protected urea. So protected urea, it has a coating on it that reduces the ammonia emissions that you would get off regular urea. It can reduce the ammonia emissions by 79%, I'm pretty sure that's right. And the other advantage to it is normally you can't spread regular urea during the main grazing season when it gets drier, because the ammonia emissions get too high and you don't get any utilization out of the fertilizer. But protected urea, so normally people who would be spreading straight nitrogen would spread calcium ammonium nitrate. So you can spread protected urea instead of CAN, and that would reduce your nitrous oxide emissions by 71%, because it's a very potent greenhouse gas. So protected urea has a huge potential to dramatically reduce the environmental impact of farms. It is more expensive than regular urea, but it is actually cheaper per unit of nitrogen when compared to CAN. Spreading it instead of CAN during the main grazing season, not only are you dramatically reducing your emissions, but you're also cutting your costs. spreading it during the spring when you normally spread urea, it is more expensive, but you are dramatically reducing your emissions as well. So we've switched to all, apart from our compound fertilizers, which also have their P&K, we have our straight nitrogen fertilizers. We switched last year to all protected urea. So I'm going to get back to fertilizer later on, but for now we're going to pick some stones. So we're just heading in for the lunch now. We got two very full buckets of stones picked. Just a few fields we reseeded last year. When we reseed, tends to throw up a few stones, so we have to pick them, otherwise they'll damage the moor when we go make silage. just out after a bit of lunch, so I'm going to get back at the fertilizer. You guys got milk in there now, so get going on this.